the midst of our renovation of the building. When we moved here 8 years ago, at this corner, you had 2 crack houses where a lot of bad stuff was going on. You had the motel, which was primarily prostitution, and then you had this corner store, which sold some products, but it was a lot the neighborhood liquor store. And what we've seen over these past 8 years is that God has been transforming the inside of people's hearts, and then that's also being reflected in this beautiful outside picture where the crack houses were torn down, being prepared for single family home development. The liquor store has now been changed to this ministry center, and so families really can see it as a safe place rather than this dangerous corner that they had to avoid and really be afraid of.
Hi, I'm Susie. I'm one of the staff here at Agape.
I'm Markeisha Reed. I'm the team ministry director.
And we just want to say thank you.
Get some stuff moved today and getting the house set up for our summer staff. I'm excited to have them come through, moving some at the same time. We're kind of like getting some stuff moving to our new building, which we love and going to enjoy, so we're excited about it.
I'm April Sam. I'm the children's ministry director here at Agape. So, we're Christ-following independent community leaders, and so for children, that's a lot of different ways. In our after-school program and even in our summer programming, we have an educational component. One of the big things is reading and being on grade level. So all the books in our areas are they are leveled, A through Z, so that A is like the lowest reader and Z is the highest reader. But each corner has books on those levels, so kids can be like, hey, I know I'm a Z, I can go right to that. And then there's also beanbag chairs in areas that they can just like sit and read. I think really wanting to create a culture of like, hey, once you're done with work or we have some spare time, let's sit down and read. We can read together, you can read alone, you can read with a partner, whatever it is. But like having that space here and having those bookshelves in each area, it's way more accessible to be reading, even just for a few minutes.
We are so excited about how this new building, this new ministry center is going to operate. If you ever visit us in the old building, you would walk in and then probably 30 beautiful kids would turn and look at you and then begin to talk and interrupt their teacher and things like that. And there was no space to have an entry and a greeting. And so now we have this wonderful reception area where someone will greet you, welcome you to our space, see who you're looking for and what you're trying to get accomplished. But there's also a place to sit down on the couch, have a cup of coffee, have a conversation, tables, we'll have some games, people could play dominoes, just a wonderful and welcoming space. There's also computers set out that are dedicated for adults who want to come in and they might need to work on a resume, they might need to check email, they might need to do online job applications and connect in all of our digital world. And so this new space, just the entry part, is going to be a really wonderful way for neighbors to have a place to come all the hours that we're open.
The most thing that I'm excited about this camp is seeing the kids again, because we haven't been able to see them due to the virus, but that's one thing that I'm excited to see the kids.
Hi, I'm Joya and I've been working at Agape for a few months. I don't know how many. The thing that I'm most excited about is being able to see the kids, but also see them in the new space.
When we started this process about a year ago of construction, we had no idea we'd be finishing construction during a pandemic. And so right as we were getting our certificate of occupancy, that's when all of the restrictions about how many people can gather and all the masks and things like that began to really impact day-to-day work for so many people. And we were not excluded from that. A lot of our furniture came from manufacturers who had to say, we're putting your order on pause. We've been requisitioned to make masks and PPE and even ventilators. And so we finally have all of that stuff, the desks and couches and things here in the building. And it's really actually going to work out well for this time of the pandemic. We didn't know that, but the space really helps us so that the one-on-one tutoring that we want to do that keeps us from having big groups but allows us to give kids what they need, that's going to happen really well in this space. So we can spread out, volunteers and staff can meet with parents, meet with kids, and help them continue to move forward in their lives. You know, when I think about this building, I'm really grateful for it. But I'm also not naive enough to think that a building or construction alone changes the lives of people. That's a work that happens on the inside of people's hearts. But what I am really confident about is this building is going to be a space where that internal transformation, those hard things that people are working out, that can happen here in this space. And so as neighbors gather with staff to have those meaningful conversations, to talk through the difficult problems of life, that's going to happen really well in this space.